US President Donald Trump is claiming that he had ended the war with Iran, but Tehran says it is yet to reach a final decision on the deal currently on the table. The US President announced that both sides are on the verge of signing a peace agreement and called off fresh missile strikes on Iran for now. Listen in.
We just made a great settlement of the war with Iran, and we're going to be subject to finalization of documents, which should get done over the next few days. We'll probably have a signing maybe in Europe.
When asked if Iran's Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei had approved the deal, Trump said, "I understand the answer is yes." Well, Trump later told his supporters he has ended the war. Speaking at a tele-rally with Georgia Lieutenant Governor Burn Jones, he also claimed that Iran has agreed to give up its nuclear plan.
We ended the war with Iran today, and they have agreed never to have a nuclear weapon, something that we insisted on. That was the whole purpose. That was 95% of it. And they've done it in the most powerful way you can do it.
But Tehran is yet to confirm a deal. Iran's foreign ministry said that while much of the agreement has been finalized, no final decision has been made. Officials say Iran will not compromise on what it calls its red lines.
Regarding the text and the overall understanding, whenever we conclude that it secures the interests of the Iranian nation, we will certainly announce it transparently. As I speak to you at this moment, we have not reached a final conclusion on this matter. This is a very important issue that is being reviewed by the relevant decision-making bodies.
Despite Iran's cautious public tone, reports indicate that both sides are moving closer to a memorandum of understanding. According to reports in American, Iranian, and Arab media, the proposed agreement would reopen the Strait of Hormuz immediately, while providing Iran with sanctions relief tied to compliance. The memorandum would also extend the current ceasefire for 60 days, including in Lebanon, creating a window for nuclear negotiations. The draft reportedly contains a framework for addressing Iran's stockpile of enriched uranium. However, any concrete action on Iran's nuclear program would be deferred to a second, more detailed agreement. One of the remaining sticking points involves Iran's demand for immediate access to funds. Tehran has insisted on receiving some money upon signing an initial agreement, while Washington is pushing for releases based on Iranian compliance. Another issue involving Iran's frozen assets may be addressed through a separate side arrangement. The tentative agreement was reportedly reached after hours of talk between Qatari mediator Ali Al-Thawari and Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. During those discussions, the Qatari negotiator was said to be in a direct contact with Trump envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. Now, President Trump has said he expects a signing ceremony to take place over the weekend. Vice President J.D. Vance could potentially sign the agreement in Geneva. Reportedly, 4 U.S. Air Force C-17 transport aircraft have already departed for Europe with equipment to support Vance's visit.